back to the podcast. My name is Sydnee, and this is my husband,
Tre.
And here's where we talk about all things that benefit our community. And today we are going to be talking about how to brag on yourself.
Why are we talking about this topic, Sydnee?
We're talking about this topic because I was put in a situation where I was asked this randomly. I was on a Zoom call with a company that I aspired to partner with. And that was the question that they asked everybody on the call. And it put us all on the spot, but it showed me something about myself that, I didn't know. It like made me be more courageous. It was something I never did before, so it brought me out of my comfort zone. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna talk about today. It actually helped me. It wasn't something that I'd never done before, but it was something that I never did before with strangers. Like, I'm used to doing it alone, with friends, with family, but I had never, it made me feel like I was on stage telling random strangers all of my achievements. And it was posed as a question like, I'm gonna give you 45 seconds to brag about yourself, whether they're personal accomplishments or professional accomplishments, but give me 45 seconds of just your accomplishments and achievements, personal and professional. Go.
And that, I know, when you put on the spot, that is scary, because it's like you thumbing through your thoughts. Now it's like, okay, what did I accomplish? And then you start to
doubt.
Exactly. You start to doubt.
Compare.
Compare, try and value to a certain extent what accomplishment is worth talking about. That's something that when you get put on the spot, you get you acting like you're a robot, smoke coming through your ears, because it's really dang, I never really thought about this. And I feel like talking about it today is going to help our community, because for a job interview, your story when you start your business, these things you need to know. And when somebody asks you, you got to think of it on the spot, because it's that can be make or break if you get hired or not. That can make or break if somebody willing to spend thousands with you or not. That's going to determine a lot in your life. So I feel like that's why me and Sydnee is talking about this topic, is because you need to know how to brag about yourself, and not just know how to brag, but in the right way.
Even when it comes to relationships.
Oh, exactly. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was to really just be I ain't got nothing to say, I can't brag about myself, Sydnee would think this nigga, I don't want him. He doesn't have no sense of self-identity, because he doesn't know what he's accomplished, even if it's a small accomplishment.
He's not even aware.
Exactly. He's not aware of it. Sydnee, let's say if somebody was to, let's say one of our viewers was to walk and be like, okay, could you brag about yourself? What would you, how would you start it?
I would start with personal things. I graduated high school and college.
Not one thing not too many people have done.
I have a cosmetology license. I bought my first home at 25.
That's a big one.
What's another personal one? Learn how to trade Forex. I've taught this, now I'm going into professional. I've taught over 100 people how to trade in the foreign exchange market, how to become profitable in the foreign exchange market. I've helped people grow their businesses. I've done copywriting. I've done email marketing. I've done marketing and sales. I've sold things. I've sold my own programs. I've sold other people's products and programs. I've grown a TikTok to 5,000. I've grown another TikTok to a couple hundred. I've grown my YouTube channel. I've grown a podcast. I've been a co-host on a podcast.
Dang, look how I love that, because she's starting to she in that mode. It's a flow for her, because you've done so much, you are aware of it. You know that this is me, this is who I am, this is what I have done, and this is how I can deliver it. It's either yes, you're gonna hire me. It's either yes, you want to date me, or it's like with me knowing who I am, like that's my value. That's what I bring to the table. Kind of like that question where people are like, what do you bring to the table? That's literally bragging about yourself.
And if you say nothing, I haven't really brought anything to anybody's table yet, it's like, is that really gonna get you hired, or is that really gonna get you in that position?
Yeah, no, because if Sydnee was to literally walk up to me and be like, I don't know what I bring to the table, I get the questioning and thinking like, what's up?
Yeah, and maybe I wouldn't say it like that, but I would maybe say it like, I haven't done anything yet. I've just been at home, trying to figure it out for the last 10 years. Like, what does figuring it out look like? Have you won an award for something? Like, I used to cheer. Like, I have trophies for cheering. Like, I've traveled alone and flown places. And I feel like those are small accomplishments, but they're still warranted and valuable to talk about. And like a lot of accomplishments we sweep under the rug because they're not Instagram worthy accomplishments, or nobody saw them on the internet, so they aren't real. They didn't really happen. It's like we validate them by the likes that people gave us and the congratulations that people gave us. But congratulate yourself.
Exactly. And like I feel like the value that you bring to the table is something that's it's respecting yourself, because it's like I value everything that I do. It's an accomplishment to me. I'm not worried about if it's an accomplishment to you. Like, it's an accomplishment to me. I value it. I know who I am. It's me. Like, that's the state that we have to get into. But Sydnee, who do you think this video is for?
Young people, young adults, anybody between the age of 16 and 35, I would say, that may just not know what to say when it comes to bragging, or have a low self-worth, or not a full sense of knowing who they are and their identity, how they want to show up in the world.
Yeah, and even if you are trying to recreate yourself, something that I teach a lot, reinventing yourself, like that's where you start to see your value, you see your accomplishments. That's when you put the pieces together, like, okay, I've done this many things in business, this is who I am. That's the thing that you're recreating. It's not about the trauma that you've been built upon. It's not about the trials and tribulations that you've lived through. It's not about that. That's not how you're valuing yourself. It's valuing yourself by the things that you've completed, that you admire, and that you weigh on the scale that you think. But hey, I hope y'all like this video. We hope y'all like this video. Honestly, just learn how to value yourself. See who you really are. Think of the things that you have done, big or small. And we would love for y'all to drop a comment down below, y'all accomplishments. We are proud of y'all no matter what you've done, big or small. But we appreciate y'all for watching the video, and we out.